This is Scott the Fix-It Guy. Our goal with our videos is to empower you to be able to do the repairs on your own and save a whole lot of money and also get that great feeling of having fixed it by yourself. Today we have a Frigidaire dishwasher that is not heating up, and also it won't start anymore. It just has the clean light LED, the green light blinks 7 times in a row, and then it pauses and then blinks 7 times in a row. So this means something's wrong with the heating circuit. It could be the heating element, or it could be the high limit that is kind of like a fuse, or it could be the relay on the control board. So we're going to check the element. I'm going to bend these 2 pieces of metal back so that I can get the element to come out of the dishwasher, and I'm going to take the dishwasher out of the cabinet so that I can remove the element. So I pried off these 2 little plastic caps, and they are covering up 2 Phillips head screws that are going through the metal frame and into the wood cabinet, and that's what's holding the dishwasher in. Sometimes these screws are not on the side, but they go through the upper part of the frame into the upper part of the cabinet. So just kind of look around and see if you can find those screws and then take them out. Almost always they're Phillips head screws. Sometimes dishwashers are just put in by friction only, so sometimes you can just wiggle them out. And this one's coming out really good. I'm going to take this air gap, which is connected to the dishwasher drain line, and I'm going to spin off this plastic nut that holds it in position. Then I'm going to push this air gap down into the area underneath the sink. And this is going to make the drain tube longer. That's going to allow me to pull the dishwasher further out. I just want to get it out outside the cabinet, but I don't have to give it out very far. So I can leave the fill line and the drain line connected. I did unplug it though, so I'm just going to wiggle it out. And I got to get behind it so I can get to the 2 nuts that are holding on the heating element. Once I get it out, there's a couple of wires that are bringing power to the heating element, and I want to just wiggle and pull down to get each one of those 2 wires off. These are spade connectors, so you just got to pull them down. You can use a pair of needle nose pliers, could help too. And at this point you could do an ohms reading for resistance with your multi-tester on the 2 terminals. You should get between 10 and 30 ohms. When I tested it, I got 13.5 ohms. So now we're going to use the pliers to spin it off. A bad element would be where you would get 0 ohms, meaning that the element is essentially broken inside. So I'm going to spin off this plastic nut, and we're going to use the pliers to spin off the next one. Probably the most common thing that fails on these dishwashers is the heating element. Sometimes that high limit will fail. We're going to see that a little bit later in the video. And very occasionally the relay on the control board will fail. That's kind of expensive because you have to buy a new control board. So now we're going to push up on this metal part of the heating element to push it up into the dishwasher so we can pull it out. So I'm going to get out the lower basket, and I'll lift up here on the left, lift up on the right, and then I can just pull the element out. There we go. Here's the new one. So I'm going to get it in position, and then I'll just push the threads down into the bottom part and then I'll put those little plastic metal tabs back into position, just bend them back. And I gotta remember to pull off this label here because that'll get cooked when it turns on. Put the basket back in, and then I'll go around to the back and I'll just thread on those big plastic nuts that go on there. And I'll just do an ohms reading here, just show you how you can do it. So you set it for ohms of resistance, put it on each one of the terminals of the element, and you should get between 10 to 30 ohms. So we got 13.5. And testing the new one, got it coming in about the same ohms. So now we're threading on the new element. Got it on by hand first, and then I'll tighten it up with the pliers. Be careful not to go too tight with your pliers because you can strip out the plastic threads, so just get it snug. Some types of dishwashers have the heating element more hidden inside underneath the dishwasher, and many of them have it exposed, like on this model, where you can actually see it when you open the dishwasher. All right, getting a little resistance, so I'm going to turn it slightly further, and that's good because I don't want to strip them. All right, I'll go ahead and put the spade connector back on that terminal. And then I'll put the wire, or put the plastic nut onto the other part of the element. Get that tight. Once the controller thinks that there is a problem with the heating circuit, it will not allow you to start. When you pick a cycle and press start, it'll just blink, and the little clean light, the green LED, will blink 7 times. And what you have to do is run a diagnostic cycle to kind of reset the system, and then it'll let you start the dishwasher. We'll cover how to do that here in a second. All right, so we'll get that done. I'm taking off the bottom panel that's underneath the dishwasher door. It has 2 Phillips head screws holding it on. And I'm going to lift up the dishwasher and put my tool case underneath just to kind of prop it up, because I want to check the thermal fuse or high limit, checking for resistance. And if we look up here, we can see this orange wire and white wire. So I'm going to put my terminals right in where those wires go, and I can hear it go beep, and I show resistance. So I know the high limit is working. It's not blown. The fuse is not blown. So I'm just getting all my connections nice and tight. I'm going to get the dishwasher back in, and then I'm going to run the diagnostic to clear the codes out. And the way you do that is you press the heated dry, then normal, then heated dry, normal, heated dry, normal, and then all the lights will turn on, all the LEDs, and then just press the start button, and it'll run through the different testing cycles. Fast way to do it is just keep pressing the start button numerous times. Press it, press it, press it. It'll advance it through all the different stages until it has finished the diagnostic. And then that little, we can see that green clean light is blinking. So once you've done the diagnostic, that light will go off, and then you're able to start the dishwasher normally. If there's something still wrong with the cleaning cycle, it'll get that little green light blinking again. This is just showing in the text sheet the directions on how you can do the diagnostic test, and also it's showing what the blinking green light means. It just says something's wrong with the heating circuit. So to get that diagnostic going, you press the heated, dry, normal, heated, dry, normal, heated, dry, normal, and then you would get the all the red LEDs will turn on, and then just keep pressing the start button over and over and over until it's all done with its diagnostic, and then you can just press and it should run a normal cycle. This is showing the circuit for the heater. Alright, this is just starting the cycle, and then after running it for a while, it did great. I opened it up. I did the sanitize wash, which is the hottest one. I got a nice plume of steam. So back to normal. You can see the steam fogging up the lens. So that is how you can get your dishwasher heating again. Thanks so much for watching our video. We really appreciate your support. And when you get a chance, please press the subscribe button below so you can be subscribed, and also the notification bell so we can send you more videos about appliance repair. Please also give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. If you really liked the video and it really helped you, please press this new applaud button and you can show your support and also get a nice clapping hands for your video. Thanks again.